Hello, Libra. Welcome. I'm Ryan. Thank you for being here. It's going to be a general reading for who you may be dealing with. Of course, everything may not resonate, so take what does and leave the rest. And for more tarot readings after this, please check out my wife's channel and Val 3 Tarot, which is review as well. Thank you. All right, let's see what's going on. Ooh, goodness. Ooh. One more, and then I'll jump in. All right. Goodness gracious. I don't know what that is. I don't know whether or not to ask when is the wedding or what happened to the wedding. Wow, I don't know what that is. It almost kind of seems and feels like whatever this connection, commitment, relationship, or possible marriage is between the two of you, because it shows up immediately. You're definitely with someone. It seems like almost the two of you are wanting to. I don't know what this is. Whether it's kind of like renewing of the vows, getting married, taking it to the next step or the next level. I don't know. But immediately it almost kind of seems, it feels like if that's the case, it feels like, something something unfortunate takes place, and I mean immediately, to the point where they kind of just go cold. They cut this off, and they're saying, you know what? It's interesting. Their eyes have been open to something, and they're kind of, I would say they're kind of showing up indifferent about this, but they are doing what they can to kind of maintain things and keep things going. At the same time, it's kind of like, okay, this does show me celebratory energy. So it kind of seems and feels like, when is the wedding? But they're not even too sure. They kind of show me this energy of like it's a work in progress, which it's definitely clearly there, but ultimately, it almost seems like they're getting sidetracked here with something. Don't know what that is, but it's a fixation. So we'll see what that is. Because ultimately, it's kind of like it feels. I'm not gonna say like they abandon it, but it almost seems like right now they're kind of like not right now. They also kind of feel like whatever these plans are, it's kind of like, hold off on that, put a pin in it or something. Yeah, they're realizing something between the two of you. It can't happen yet. And that's interesting, because it's like I said, they don't show me this energy of like disturbed or upset about it. They're like, no, they're just making the best of the situation, even though they're kind of like unsure as to where things are actually truly going to go. They're kind of like, let's just focus on moving forward and not worry about that, because they're still working on something here. Like I said, that is cheese. It's quite the fixation, to say the least. And the more that they try to dive into this and figure out and find more information, literally dig, geez, the more like upset and difficult things become. I don't know what that is. But once again, that they're playing it real cool and they're kind of taking it easy. And I do see that there is some sort of living situation here between the two of you in place. And ultimately, there is very quick communication about, you know what, it's things are still on. It's just things. It's like just not right now. I don't know what that is. They still believe in things, but yeah, there could be children and kids involved. Interesting if that's the case. Is this like a contract or an agreement or something? Are there terms attached to this? Because they're showing me so much energy about business, so much business energy. It's not like, you know, it's such a loving relationship and connection. It's like, yeah, there's a connection and commitment there, but the way that both of you are kind of energetically responding towards one another within this, it's like, yeah, we'll make the best of it, but that's a very like kind of, you know, black and white stern. And even they're kind of saying, yeah, it's a lot to handle, a lot to take care of and be responsible for, but they're, you know, they're glad to do it. Yeah, there's children and kids involved in this. Yeah, and there you are, Libra. So there's children and kids involved in this. They're saying ultimately they don't have it all planned out or thought out or kind of mapped out yet, but they're kind of saying that that's part of it. Is you're not going to have all the answers. You're not going to have everything kind of set in stone immediately. It's definitely a progress, or it's a process, and it's also in progress. Jeez. Goodness gracious. Yeah. Goodness. It goes back to that. It's interesting. It goes back to that same situation of the children. I don't, geez, this is going to make me sound horrible. The children and the kids, they're saying it's exhausting. Well, that's responsibility being a parent. Um, that's responsibility being a parent. It almost kind of seems and feels like they present themselves around you one way, but ultimately it's kind of like, you know, they keep a cool, calm, you know, cool cat face, but deep down beneath the surface, underneath that mask, they're sweating. They're sweating because ultimately they're so conflicted at how much responsibility they've kind of created for themselves within this situation or within this dynamic between the two of you. But again, they still kind of present this energy of like, no, 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 this confidence of, no, I've got it, I'll take care of it, it'll be done. And it's interesting energy. Um, don't know. Of course, if you are dealing with anyone, you could be dealing with an earth sign, an air sign, a fire sign. And that is all. Goodbye.